Alright, so today I'm going to check out getting some of the stuff installed that I've been kind of procrastinating on. Mainly this, and let's see what we got here. So this is all the pieces, the metal pieces that go to the 3D car. So yeah, we're going to get right to it. I got a couple camera angles here, so hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Um, I'm not real good at these build videos, but I'm trying here because I know a lot of people has asked me when I do stuff like this to please film it, so I'm trying. So okay, so first things first, go ahead and get everything out of the package here. Probably not going to be using this. I already have a metal one there. Nice to have an extra. I do have the shaft guard, which also acts as a brace. We will be using these. Set the bearings aside for now. The arms, towers, more arms. Do the rack later. Hexes later. I already got dog bones, cups, 4 cups, gears I already have, and apparently I've got several of these hexes, which is good. I'll use them for something else. Those are like mini hexes, and then these are like full size. So I think tires use these. Let me grab one real quick. So here's the hex on the one here. It's not quite full size, as you can see, but it's not quite that size either. So, we'll have to figure that out later. Let's just get something accomplished here because we've been taking way too long on this. Leave that stuff. Well, let's put that aside. So all this stuff here, we're pretty much going to install. A lot of this hardware uses Phillips, and there's some hexes I do believe, but not much. So I'm going to get out my crappy Phillips. I got a couple of these guys, and then I got this one here. It looks like crap, but you know, it works pretty well. So let's start by, I guess we're going to start on the front here. But before we do any of that, let's go ahead and get the box back on, because we can attach the towers and stuff without removing anything else. Go ahead and get these guys out here. And just look at these cases, guys. I mean, they're metal. I'm getting into the thing there. They're metal. They look like they're pretty decent quality, honestly. They made up pretty well, so hopefully it holds the differential better than that one. We're going to kind of check it out. So obviously that will be the bottom, and this will be the top. Let's go ahead and look for one of our towers. Here's the other differential. Here they are. So I think the towers are both the same. Pretty sure they are anyway. Let's get these guys out here. And yeah, they're exactly the same. Alright, so I ran them in tight. There they are there. So let's go ahead and get the other part of this off. Take the top off. Take everything out of there. Let's see if I can figure out how this goes. I think it goes like this. Yeah. And that should fit right in there. Okay. I don't feel the need to shim anything. It doesn't seem like it's going to be that bad. That fits right on there too, so maybe. And that should be 2 of these. There we go. We'll separate the old hardware with the new. That way I know what's what. I mean, it's kind of hard to not get them mixed up. I mean, they're only one color. All right, so these will be the rear. We'll set them to the side for now. I know my other pieces here that I know I dropped somewhere. I got one dog bone. I don't know where the other one went. Let's make sure. There we go. Just want to make sure I keep track of my parts here. And I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the motor. It's just kind of in the way right now. I don't really need it at this point in time. Kind of set that to the side. Gives me a little more room to work. Alright. So let's do one of these at a time. Go ahead and take this one off. Some of these screws are very tight. So after getting the first little bit of metal on here, I see more problems from the print. So mainly down here, the screws are not threading through the bottom. It's all jacked up right here and stuff, and I'm making it worse by trying to get it to go in. And this screw right here will not go in all the way. You know, it is what it is. So I'm gonna have to eventually get a metal chassis for this. I'll go ahead and order one. But we're going to continue with this for now. You know, just see what we can do with it for now. So this is no longer going to be Project 3D Car. It's just going to be Project Wltoys A959. I don't know what else to do with it other than that. So I still want to go as far as I can with it, but I'm not going to be able to do it the way that I wanted to. So, and that's okay. Sometimes that happens, you know, when you 3D print and stuff, you know, you got to be really close on your tolerances on stuff like this. And the print that I had made, this is the best chassis that I had come up with, because there was other issues with the print. I had to resize it and everything else. I'm not going to sit here and constantly resize this damn thing. It's just not worth it to me. I want to get it finished and I want to play with it. So my next step is most likely going to be another chassis. But I'll put it together as best I can now, you know, see if it'll even hold. So the back is basically the same as the front, you know, minus your steering setup and stuff here. So I'm going to go ahead and get that part done, and then call it quits on this video here, and then we'll continue again later. So let me get the back part off here, and I'll get you back on here. Again, it's the same process as the front. Only difference is I have a wing and stuff here, which I will keep the wing. It did print nicely. The wing mount and everything should be good. I'm going to replace the differential case, these C-hubs, arms, and tower. And then we'll get that part back on. Hopefully this back is printed better than the front. If that's the case, maybe I can make it work. I'll figure something out for the front. Hopefully that's the case, but I'm just running into a lot of problems with the print, mainly size and stuff, because these holes don't line up properly. Okay, so at a certain point, you got to kind of look at things and decide, where does this end? And for me, on this being a 3D car, that is the end. I'm not going to continue to reprint things, you know, more than a couple times. If it's not working, it's not working. We'll figure something else out. I mean, I still got some work to do on this one here to make it a viable car. But at this point, at this level, this is where it needs to be. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. So I appreciate it, guys. And again, suggestions, let me know. I'm all open.